श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो में सन्निधत्तां सदाहृति श्रीवासरंग परकाल मुनित्रयाप्त लक्ष्मात्मरक्षणेत्युगागमान्तम् आचार्य भक्ति परिपूतमनर्गशीलं गोपालदेशिकमुनिं गुरुमाश्रयामः व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्ते पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे सुखतातं तपोनिधिं व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः. So Vishnu Sahasranama is the panacea for all illnesses. It grants you all sakala aishwaryam. It grants you the welfare in this world, the well-being in this world, as well as the health benefits, as well as it gives you spiritual progress and a sadgati in our next birth. So we will enjoy the Sloka 85 today. Udbhava Sundara Sundor Ratnanabha Sulochanaha Arko Vajasana Shringi Jayantu Sarva Vijjayi. Udbhavaha, he who rises beyond the samsara. Let's look at the one-liners first and then get into the brief meaning for the each nama. Udbhavaha, he who rises above the samsara, the karmic affliction, the samsaric affliction, who is beyond all this. Sundaraha, we know who is Sundara. Sundara means handsome. He who is the most handsome. Sakshat Manmatan is he. Sundaraha Sundaha, he who is kind, soft to his devotees, to his bhaktas. Ratna Nabaha, he who has got a navel, the navel which is like a lotus flower and is also like a gem, Ratnam. Ratna Nabaha. Sulochanaha, one who has got beautiful red lotus just bloomed flower, the eyes. One who has got the most beautiful eyes. Sulochanaha. Arkaha, one who is praised. So one who is praised is talked about in this. And Arko Vajasana Shringi, Vajasanihi, one who provides the nourishment for his creation, one who nourishes us, one who gives food to us. Vajasani. Shringi, one who has got a horn, the kombu, like for Varaha Avatar and a Matsya Avatar. Jayantaha, one who is always a conqueror, one who conquers everyone, invincible. Sarva Vijjayi, one who is omniscient and victorious. So that's the one-liner. Now we enter into the brief anubhavam of the acharyas for this sloka. Udbhava Sundara Sundor Ratnanabha Sulochanaha Arko Vajasana Shringi Jayanta Sarva Vijjayi. Udbhavaha, as I said, it is one who rises above the samsara. Same Udbhavaha come in the 41st slokam. Udbhavaha Chobano Deva Shri Garbha Parameshwaraha. There Sri Parasara Bhattar mentioned that Udbhavaha means Paravasudeva, the Lakshmi Pati. Here Parasara Bhattar mentions that he who rises above the samsara, one who has got a superior birth, taking birth as he wills, as he likes, where he likes, when he likes, whom he likes as the parents. His birth is not like ours. That's not bounded by karma. That is apragritam, transcendental birth. He from whom everything originates. Tat srishtva tadanupravishya tadevanupravishate. One who creates, one who enters into it, and one who directs and controls, one who executes all that. So one who creates the exalted devas, devatas and God, demigods and goddesses. One who is born and again for the protection of dharma. All these are the meanings. Udgataha, one who pulls us out of the cycle of samsara. he distinguishes between the two, in the Sloka 41, Udbhavakachobano Devaha, he interprets the Nama in terms of Bhagavan's act of releasing his true devotees from samsara. Here, he interprets that one who is above the samsaric afflictions. And it also means the Buddha Avataram, the Maya Mohana Avataram, where the likes of Asuras, the Hiranyakshan, Hiranyakashipu, and other Asuras, Mahabali, who all went through the Ravana, who all went through the Vedic rituals. They performed the tapas just like the Vedas prescribed. And then once they got the power, they misused it. They abused it. So in order to mislead them, he took this Maya Mohana Avataram and asked them to be calm, asked them to be serene. He said it should be spiritual, not just a ritual. So that's how also it can be interpreted. And then he saved them from further issues and problems. So here Udbhava Chobano Devaha, now Udbhava Sundara Sundho. Shankaracharya's Vyakhyanam is he is the origin of the universe, being the material cause. He is free from birth. He is free from worldly existence. So Udbhavaha, so Udbhava Sundaraha, he who is the most handsome, he who has the most beautiful Panchajanyam, the conch shell, one who killed Sunda through the Upasunda, he who is exceedingly well respected, well worshipped. So here Sundaraha means one who is handsome. That is why even Hanuman was called Sundara. That's why he is called Sundara Kandam. Parasara Bhattar here he mentions that he was handsome even in the eyes of the Asura. Even Maricha loved his handsomeness. Shankaracharya gives the interpretation that he is the handsome form. It's natural for him. Vambu, Avilum, Tulai, Malai, Tol, Mel, Acho, Varuvar Alagiyava. Thirumangai Alvar says, Acho, Varuvar Alagiyava. What a bewitching, enchanting beauty he is. How can I describe his beauty? He is so beautiful. His Vadivalage is so beautiful. One who cannot take the eyes of his divine Tirumukam, his divine lotus eyes, his divine lotus hands, his divine lotus feet, his red coral lips. Karpuram narumo, Kamalappu narumo, on Tirupavala Chevaidan Titti Tirukumo. Andal addresses the Shankh, the conch shell, which Krishna uses to blow his Shankh. Because the Shankh touches the lips, Andal is asking the conch shell, how does Krishna's lips taste? How does it give fragrance? Is it like the camphor, the Karpuram, Pache Karpuram? Or Tirupavala Chevaidan Titti Tirukumo? Is it sweet, the lips? Aripungi Kattum Alagi. Thirumangai Alvar says, the way he comes out as Narasimha, that is the most beautiful form, the beauty of Narasimha form. Andal says, Yediludaya Ammanaimi, Yenaranga Tinnamudar, Kudalagar, Vayalagar, Kannalagar, Koppudil Yelikamala Puvalagar, Yamudaya Kalalvalaya Tamum, Kalalvalaya Yakinare. He is the Kudalagar, his most beautiful curly black tresses, the black hair simply bewitches me, simply stupefies me. And his kan, the red lotus eyes, Kariyavagi Pudai Parandu, Milirந்து Shevvariyodi, Ninda Periyavaya Kangal Yennai Pedamai Shaidanave. Alvar, Tripan Alvar falls flat at the lovely, well spread out, well laid out, ruddy lined, large, darting, charming eyes. Koppudil Yelikamala Puvalagar, from the navel, the lotus flower that emerges out. என்னுடைய கழல் வளையை தாமும் கழல் வளையாய் ஆக்கினாரே. My bangles simply fall off my wrist because I get thinner longing for him. with the pangs of separation from him. So, Sundaraha. In fact, there was one pharmacist who used to have a medical shop, who used to always contemplate of Lord Krishna, his divine beautiful form. And while he was praying to Lord Krishna, he had a small Krishna's picture in his shop, and he used to listen to Vishnu Sahasranama and pray to Krishna before he starts off his shop. His son never used to believe this. What nonsense this father is talking. It is the business. It is our own hard work that earns. How can the picture save us? But when the father was in his deathbed, he called his son and he said, even if you do not believe, after my time, when you take over the shop, please just offer flower to the picture, Krishna's picture, and play Vishnu Sahasranama for 20 minutes in the CD or whatever it is. So the son followed because the father said, even though he never believed. And then the business was going on in full swing. He was making money. One fine day, at night, there was heavy power cut, torrential rain, heavy downpour, full pitch dark. He just lit a candle, and then one 10-year-old boy came drenched. He said, I want this medicine immediately. The doctor advised me to take this medicine and give it to my mother because she is almost going to die. She is seriously ill. The doctor prescribed this medicine. I have to buy, I have to give. And he gave some money, 100 rupees or 200 rupees, and said, please give me that medicine. So he went searched for the candle and brought that syrup or the medicine. He gave it to him. It's a small bottle. So the boy ran away. And afterwards he noticed that he had actually bought a poison for the rats. There were rats in the shop. So somebody prescribed a rat poison in a bottle, which he kept in that same place. And by mistake, he had given the rat poison instead of the actual medicine. So he was shocked. He was completely overwhelmed with grief, sorrow, because if he gives that medicine, immediately she will die. So he was in tears, what to do. Suddenly he remembered his father. But his father said, have unflinching faith on Krishna. He would save us, protect you. So he, with tearful folded hands, he looked at Krishna. Please save me now. I believe my father now. Please save me. Please save that mother of that poor boy. And he played that Vishnu Sahasranama. And then from the cassette recorder or whatever. Then what happened? Once after about 20 minutes, when the Vishnu Sahasranama was about to end, the boy came running back again in the rain. He said, I'm extremely sorry. He said, what happened? Well, I was going near my house, which is about 10-15 minutes from here. Because of the rain, I was not knowing that there was a stone. So I slipped and fell down. The bottle broke and the medicine spilled. So please give me another one and I will give you money later. That's Lord Krishna's play. And he was completely in tears. He looked at Krishna with smile and he told the boy, take the medicine, free of charge. So somehow the miracle will happen if you believe, even if you do not believe him as the Paramatma. He is the one who is so beautiful to even look at, to enjoy. So Sundara, then Ratnanabaha. Ratnanabaha, one who has got a gem-like navel. One who has the navel from which the gem among men, Brahma, originated. One who destroys the Asuras. He who has Ratna in his navel in the form of Ratnam in the oceans. So, Ratna Nabaha. Ratna here also means beauty. So, the word Ratna is derived from Ramu, which is to play, to enjoy, to rejoice. So Ratna Nabhaha means gem. So here Bhattar Anubhava means he showed his beautiful navel as a sign of his learning, to convince the asuras, to convince the avaidikas, to convince the non-believers of his teachings in the Buddha incarnation, because he showed his navel, because he showed his wealth. So Shankaracharya's Vyakhyanam is the beautiful Bhagavan, beautiful navel refers to that he is the creator. The significance of the navel as the origination point of the creation process. Ratna Nabhaha. And then we have Sulochanaha, one who has got the bewitching eyes, one who has got the superior wisdom, one who has got the vision of the self, one who gives everyone the ability to know, see, have a darshan, have the jnanam. So they get revealed by looking at his eyes. So Parasara Bhattar Vyakhyanam is he has got charming eyes which entice the devotees, which entice the bhaktas and bhagavatas. In fact, once our Mahaperiyava, he was in Chennai, he was camping in Chennai, and I read in some book that people, the devotees, the disciples asked him to give a discourse on, I think, some Krishna or Rama, whatever. I don't recall exactly. Mahaperiyava said, in order to give me a talk, Anugraha Bhashanam, it's called the Anugraha talk, Anugraha Bhashanam, Anugraha Urai, Arul Urai. In order to give that Arul Urai, the spiritual discourse, and bless the devotees, I need to be blessed by the Lord about whom I need to talk. So he closed his eyes and meditated on the lotus feet, on the divine eyes of Lord Krishna. People were wondering, he is already a jnani, he is already one of the staunchest devotees of Krishna. Why should he meditate and contemplate? He was conveying a message. He said, if I do not contemplate on the Lord whom I need to talk about, how would I have the power to talk about? How would I have the energy, the strength, the Shakti to talk about Him, the Tejas to talk about Him, the divine vision to talk about Him? I will have in my eyes the mercy, the daya of Krishna, and then you yourself will be able to see when I talk. And then he said, okay, now that you are convinced that I need to contemplate on Lord Krishna, to talk about Him, so that you can see in my eyes that I have been blessed by Krishna to talk. When you are able to see in my eyes that I have been blessed by Krishna to talk, why should I talk? With a smile, with a chuckle, he said. Do you get the point? Here Mahaperiyava was saying that if I need to talk on Lord Krishna, I need to contemplate on His lotus feet in order to get the power, to get the daya of Krishna, vatsalyam of Krishna, which will be visible in my eyes, in my face, for you to know and grasp and receive the blessings of Krishna through my talk. And then he added that why should I talk? Because my eyes and my mukham would show that I have already been blessed, and it would convey that what Krishna wants me to convey to you. You would have already known and received the blessings from Krishna. Even though he continued and gave a talk further for few minutes, this is the way he is Sulochanaha. He is a sweet nectar. Yen arangatti innamudar kulalalagar vayalagar kannalagar, as I said, my sweetest nectar who resides in Srirangam, the one who has got the most beautiful hair, one who has got the most beautiful mouth, beautiful eyes, one from whom the beautiful navel sprouts the beautiful lotus, one who has completely immersed me as his own, by his own beauty. Ayyo, ivan alagenna aliya alagudayan, Kamban says. Ayyo, ivan alagenna What a great beauty he is. ஐயோ என் சிந்தை கவர்ந்ததுவே திருப்பாணாழ்வார் says. செய்யவாய் ஐயோ என் சிந்தை கவர்ந்ததுவே. That beautiful red coral mouth simply stole my heart. And the Nalayiram, the Divya Prabandham of Alvars, has so many times the beauty of his eyes. Shentamarai Kannan, Pavalavai, Kamalachankan. So all these are talked about. Then we have the most beautiful Arkaha. Arkaha means one who is worshipped, one who is praised even by Chaturmukha Brahma, even by the Rudra, even by Devendra, everybody. Parasara Bhatta says he has an adorable form. And then we hear Arko Vajasani. Vajasani means one who provides the nourishment of his creation. One who has got the nourishment, the well-being of his creation. Vaja means Annam, the food. One who gives us food. Vajasani. Sringi. Sringi is the horn, like a bunch of peacock feather in his hand, or the horn in the Varaha Avataram or the Matsya Avataram, or one who has got the peak of Govardhana mountain on his hand. Sringi. So, Ko Vajajana Sringi Jayantaha, one who is a conqueror. He conquers everyone. He conquers even the enemies. Kudarai Vellum Shir Govinda. He conquers the enemies. He is the victorious. He conquers the Asuras and he supports the Devas. And Jayanta means one who conquers our mind, our intellect, our self, and he blesses us. Sarva Vijjayi, one who is omniscient, one who is victorious, one who has won the hearts of all knowing sages. That is Sarva Vijjayi. So with that we would conclude here. Kavitarkika Simhaya Kalyana Gunashaline Srimate Venkateshaya Vedanta Gurave Namaha.